Donald Trump needs to be removed from office. I mean, that's the only. This is so much worse than any of us could have possibly imagined. You have Elon Musk running around stealing our personal information to do God knows what with. Okay, you have ICE running around this country trying to lock up actual Americans. It's just racial profiling. Okay, he's sending people to Gitmo. Trade wars with Canada, trade wars with Mexico, and then we're not doing the trade wars, and then we are doing the trade war. It's profoundly disturbing and unserious and stupid beyond measure, just dumb. There's no other explanation for any of this besides he is a dumb, cruel man, Donald Trump, who doesn't understand a single thing, a single implication. He doesn't think about the ramifications of his actions. He doesn't think about the effect his words are going to have on other people. We are all less safe every single day Donald Trump is allowed to be in the White House and continue to do this insanity. Buying out the CIA, it's not a business, okay? It's not like you can just buy out people and expect to replace them with new people and things are going to run exactly the way they did before. That is not how this works. He is supposed to take care of our safety and security. That is job number one of the President of the United States, Commander in Chief. And he is failing miserably. This is disgusting. It's wrong. It's obscene. No people on the planet Earth would allow their leader to represent them so poorly. Donald Trump has to go. The Republican Party is going to have to suck this up. And they're going to have to do something I know they don't want to do because they want to just go along to get along. You know, they want to ride out the Trump years. They want to get their Supreme Court people in there. And they want to just turn their nose up at the rest of it and say, well, you liberals, you Democrats, you were just overreacting that whole time. It's just Trump derangement syndrome. No, it's not. When he said that shit about Gaza yesterday, he put an even bigger target on every single service member in the Middle East. There was no forethought. There was no thinking about how this might affect the men and women wearing the uniform. And us, actual Americans, civilians. We are all less safe because of the comments he made yesterday about Gaza. Just his words alone made us less safe. It is indefensible, disqualifying, and inexcusable for a leader of a country to say things that are putting the men and women who wear the uniform in danger. Republicans, you know this. Every single person serving in the Congress who has an R beside their name. Dan Crenshaw. Oh my God. You hypocrites, you liars. Fucking politicians, man. We are all less safe because of this bullshit. Every one of us, Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, billionaire, homeless person on the street, this man is dangerously incompetent. He was dangerously incompetent the first time. And the only reason this shit didn't happen the first time was because there were enough people around him to keep to keep him from doing this kind of shit. To just get on the international stage and say whatever weird random thought popped into head because that's what he felt like saying in that moment. We are less safe. He is jeopardizing our security as a country. Our allies are not taking us seriously. If you are a Republican, I swear to God, I will never forgive you for doing this. And if you're a Democrat sitting on your ass right now in your Senate office, get off your ass and get to work. Your job as a representative is to protect us, and you're not doing that. None of them are. They all want to hide behind their little names, their little party. You're not a Republican or a Democrat in this moment. You're an American, and you are less safe because Donald Trump doesn't know what he is doing. He doesn't know, and he doesn't care to know. And you know that. All of you know that. You put a psychotic sociopath, man who is deeply unserious, deeply insane, in charge of our country. And you're surrounding him with people who are not going to tell him his words and actions are wrong. They are going to reinforce this insanity, which means he's going to do more of it. I can't, man. He needs to be stopped. It is time for the adults to come in the room, to put him to bed, to take him to the nursing home. We need to be done with this now.